welcome. Come on in and join us for another Sunday Unwind with me and my babe. So I'm currently waiting for him. He's running a little bit behind. Super busy day, super busy week as always. But I decided, you know what? Let me go ahead and get started because we are like super uber duper late. And, we got some powerful talk happening as we always do every Sunday. So I'm deciding to go ahead and just get this party rolling before him. So hopefully he comes soon. But I'm going to give YouTube a minute to start just making y'all aware because normally I post every evening before we go live on Sundays. But it's just been a crazy week, y'all. So much has been happening. So much is happening. I told you so much is happening behind the scenes. I'm excited for just everything that's taking place. And so here we are, another Sunday evening for a fabulous talk, darling. Fabulous talk. So hopefully he joins soon. But I wanted to go ahead and take the initiative because, come on. We got to be prompt, right? So tonight's conversation is going to be about motivating each other despite the distractions that may be going on around you. Because, you can have 50 million things going on. Let's just be honest. When you're in a relationship, a marriage, a partnership, 9 times out of 10, you have kids in the equation. And how difficult is it, right? To manage having your kids, having your career or your business, having your marriage or your relationship, and trying to balance all of these things at one time. It gets so frustrating. It sometimes gets so difficult. But in those moments of frustration and difficulty of like everything just clashing together, and you're like, oh my gosh, like I just went through one thing, here comes another. We overcame one obstacle and now we have another obstacle happening. Like it just seems like sometimes life can just spiral out of control. But when we have the understanding that everything is happening for us and not to us, you have a totally different perspective on life and the way things are, laid out for you. So hopefully, babe will be tuning in very shortly here so we can get into our conversation. Come on, babe. Let's go. So in case you guys didn't know, okay, another announcement. I just completed, and I have this cute little, I think it's so cute. I just like the strangest things excite me. But I just got a little chain and I just think it's, just so classy and just cute. I like it. So anyway, in case you guys didn't know, I just finished my class to become a public speaker, which I'm so super excited about. It's not something that I ever thought that I would be doing. It's not something that I just sat down and planned and factored into my equation. I never thought that speaking was in the cards for me. But clearly it was because I'm here on YouTube, right? But it's different. I feel like speaking is different when you're doing it like on big stages as opposed to doing it here on YouTube, right? Because YouTube is kind of like, it's just like a flow. Like, when you get into the flow of YouTube and the flow of the way YouTube works and the flow of pre-recording and editing and uploading, it's simple, right? But when you're speaking and you're on big stages, you're live, like in your face, right? Like nothing's taken away from that. People are staring at you, whether you have a scratch, a booger in your nose, whether you got a hoarse voice or stuttering to get your words out, whatever the situation may be, you have to deal with it when you're on a big stage, live and in person in front of million thousands, a big audience, let's just say, right? Hopefully it's in the thousands, in the millions, when you get big, big, big. But you have to learn how to manage these things. You have to learn how to handle situations where you might fall accidentally and you're in front of everybody, cameras, people, all of that. You have to learn how to adjust yourself to things that happen beyond your control, even when the cameras are rolling. So I know when I first started my YouTube channel, because before Just Blog, there was another whole channel that I started. And when I began this channel, it was specifically live. Like, I wasn't doing no pre-records. It was straight live, in your face. Here I am. And I remember starting that channel, I was so terrified. I was like, oh my gosh, like, live, I don't care if it's one person, because I'm the type of person, I don't like people watching me. So even one person for me back then was too much. I was just like, listen, I didn't sign up for all of this. And so when I started going live on my other channel, like every single day, I realized that it's not so bad. Like, you get to like communicate, you get to interact. It's more like, alive, in person interaction. And so I kind of actually begin to love live a whole lot. And I was actually disappointed when I had to make the decision to go and do pre-records, because I had got so used to doing lives, and I'm just like, what is this? Like, I just heard go live, like, that's what prayer told me. I'm sticking by this. Now all of a sudden I have to go from live to pre-records. Like, what's going on here? But what I've learned, oh, look at the front, well, look at the plane, y'all. Okay. So let me just give you a little bit of a background. I am currently at like an airport. I'm at the airport, but it's like an off base. So they have like places where you can park, you can sit, you can get your mind together, you can think about life, you can, just get your thoughts together. And so I've been sitting here for like the past hour, because I just went live for the first time on Instagram, my Instagram page, my new Instagram speaking page. And I was sitting here and I was just like, you know what? Now was the best time. Like, let me just go live. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. And I was like, you know what? Now is the best time to go live. Like, let me get myself out there. But what I love about coming to this airport park, so it's basically like a location where everyone comes, they park, and they just be doing their own things. Like, maybe some people getting their thoughts together, maybe some smoking their marijuana, some people just with their family, as you see right here next to us, little boy on top of the roof, plane watching. So you just got like different things happening. And this is my favorite place to be, because I feel like when I sit here and I'm watching the planes coming and going all day, like literally, that's all you see is planes coming and going. And they're so close, it feels like you could just reach up and touch the plane. But it takes me to a place where I feel like anything is possible, right? When you think about the motion of these planes, they're just moving about so freely, so carelessly, so elegantly. Like, there's no worries in life. They just minding their business and doing what they got to do. They unbothered by whatever's happening on the ground. People might be fighting. There might be a car accident happening. It might be somebody trying to, steal out the store, and the cops is up at the store. Like, it doesn't matter what's happening in the universe. The planes is just minding their business. They coming and they going. And so when I sit here and I think about it, I'm just like, you know what? Like, you literally have the power to be wherever you want to be. You have the opportunity to create whatever life you want to create. And it could be, like for me, for example, let me make myself the perfect example. I remember when I wanted to go to Africa, and so nobody in my circle ever went. I didn't know any family, I didn't know any friends. South Africa, okay, thank you for tuning in. Yes. And so exact same thing. See? So you aligned. You aligned. We connected. We connected. We connected. Okay. So I remember I wanted to go to Ghana, right? To Africa, not Ghana specifically, because I knew I wanted to go to Africa, but I didn't know where. Right. So I was like in the beginner stages, like trying to decide, like, okay, I know I want to go to the African continent, but I'm not quite sure like where at. Like, I was undecisive, because I really wanted to go to Nigeria. That was like my go-to place. Um, and that's only because I was researching Nigeria. So I just fell in love with like everything Nigeria. So I was like, okay, maybe I want to go to Nigeria. And then I don't know what happened. I can't even recall what changed my mind in the moment, but I decided, you know what? I'm gonna go to Ghana. Oh, that's what it was. I found Woody Maya's page. Okay. Who I absolutely like love, 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 love. Like that is my brother. Okay. I haven't met him yet. I haven't even ran into him yet, y'all, when I was in Ghana. But I know the day will come. I've reached out to him a couple of times to no resolve, but it's okay because there's a time and a place for everything. So I know soon, we'll get connected. And but I found his page, and at the time when I found his page, he was actually in China. Okay, so that's where he started his journey, was in China, and so I followed him all the way up until he went to started filming, like, in Ghana, and I was just like, maybe instead of going to Nigeria, I might want to go to Ghana. So I started watching his channel, helped me to realize that yes, Woody Meyer, right? Yes, we love him. Everybody support Woody Meyer on Just Black because he's amazing. But so I said, you know what? Maybe I want to go to Ghana instead of going to Nigeria. So I started like doing some research on, Google knows everything according to me. So I was on Google, Googling Ghana, different places in Ghana. What is the culture like? What is the people like? What is the experience like? What kind of hotel can I be in? Just all these different things. And then when I made a decision, like, you know what, I'm actually going to go to Africa, like this became a real thing, right? Because it was just in my mind for so long, like just a thought, like, okay, maybe it's something I want to do. So it went from being something that I want to do to something that I'm going to do. So I got to the point where I was like, oh no, boo boo. I'm going to Africa. I don't care what nobody got to say, what mommy got to say, daddy got to say. I don't care what nobody got to say. Melody, is going to Africa. And then it moved from going to Africa to now I had a specialized interest in Ghana. Melody, is going to Ghana. And so when I made the decision to go to Ghana, the next thing is like, okay, girl, you going to Ghana and you don't even know nobody. Like, what is you talking about? You don't got no friends. Okay. You don't got no family. You don't have no associates. You don't have no acquaintances. Like, you don't have nothing going on in Ghana for you. And since China as well, when he was with that Chinese girl. Woody Maya, we on here telling all your business this evening. We telling it all. But yeah, exactly. But he's married now, and I love his wife. I love what they have going on. Listen, hands down to both of them. I love them. And so, yeah, so I made a decision like, listen, I don't know nobody. I don't even know the trees, but listen, I know that I'm going to Ghana. And when I made that decision, okay, I sent you the link. Hold on, y'all. So I had to let them know, listen, we already started this party, so you best to get in when you fit in. So anyway, so when I made the decision, like, listen, I'm going to Ghana. I have a specific place. Then I started like looking at, okay, so now that I know that I'm going to Africa and I'm going to Ghana specifically, how am I going to get there? I started looking at tour companies. So I'm like, okay, but see, the thing about going to any country is safety, right? Because that's the number one priority on your mind. Most people, normal people. For me, it wasn't safety. I'm sorry. It just was, I'm going to Ghana. I didn't think about safety. I didn't think about people I knew. I didn't think about none of that. The only thing I knew was that it was on my mind to go. And I was going. I was going. And so, um, okay. And so when I made a decision to finally that, okay, I'm going to Ghana, I started looking at tour companies. I was researching different ones. I was kind of skeptical because I was like, okay, well, are they legit? Are they not? You don't know because you don't know until you go. Like you can look online all day long, all night, but you never know if it's legit or not until you actually consciously make the decision to go. So I just, through prayer, decided I'm gonna contact I'm gonna contact this one particular tour company. Hi, babe. So I'm in the middle of telling why I came to Ghana. So if you want to just listen for a minute, then we'll get started. And so I contacted this one tour company. They gave me the fee, they gave me a package deal. This is what everything's gonna cost for your 10-day tour, blah, blah, blah. I paid what needed to be paid. The next thing I had to do was get my passport. I had to get my yellow fever vaccine. I had a visa upon arrival, so that wasn't an issue for me. And the next thing you knew, y'all, I was in Ghana. So I say all of that. I tell my whole story of what led me to Ghana to say that you have power. It's power in your mind. It's power in your thoughts. It's power in what you speak. It's power in how you think. And I just spoke about this on my Instagram page. Go follow it, Melody Banfield. Go follow it. But I just spoke about this on my new page, and it's just literally like we don't realize how powerful our mind is. Like we look at this brain and just think that it's meant to, be a mom or be a dad or work in whatever field it is that we're working in or whatever. But you don't realize just how very powerful your mind is, and you literally think your life into existence. Like if you think about anything, if you think about where you are in your life right now, just think about a couple of years ago what your thoughts were. And if you look at your thoughts and you match it up to your life, you realize like I really thought that into existence. Like I really thought like literally. Your mind is so powerful. So don't play with the power of your mind. Don't play with the power of your thought, and just know that you're a powerful person mentally and when you speak. So be careful of what you think and be extra careful of what comes out of your mouth. So welcome, babe. We finally have
Hello.
you. The plane is passing. Can y'all hear it? Did you hear the plane?
The what?
The plane.
The plane did what?
Oh,
I didn't hear what you said.
it was a plane just going by.
All right. Okay. I
You
didn't
know,
see that.
I'm at my favorite place where I like to come and watch the planes.
Oh, okay.
So that's where I am right now, and it's just amazing because every time I come here, also it makes me think of I'm 2 seconds away from Ghana because in my mind I'm like, you know what, I could just literally like hop on this plane and be in Ghana. So I love sitting here because I miss Ghana so much. I miss Ghana so much. So, but tonight's conversation, I was telling our audience who are tuning in, still coming, that I was letting them know that we're talking about how to motivate each other, even in the midst of difficult situations. Like, so life could be happening, it could be chaos, it could be flowing, punches thrown, you don't lost your job, I don't know, anything you could think of that happens in life, you might be enduring it, but I'll be in Ghana. Oh, yay. Yes. Welcome to Ghana, even though you ain't there yet, but you're coming next month. And you know what? Next month is a perfect time to come because October and April is the best time to come to Ghana because it's super cheap. Okay, don't let nobody know that because we don't want the prices to raise. But October and April is the most cheapest months to come to Ghana. So if you're thinking about coming to Ghana, you've never gone, and you're like, listen, I want to get in, see what it's like, and get out, come in October or April because it's the cheapest months. So yeah, so no matter what's happening in life, you have to still motivate each other in relationships. So, you know, as we all know that when you're with your man or when you're with your woman, whether you're married or whether you're just in a relationship, life gets to life in. So when life gets to life in, sometimes if you're not careful, when life gets to life in, it can come in between your relationship. That's why so many divorces are happening. That's why. Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah. Definitely consider that. Definitely consider that. He said that he's waiting. He's thinking about dual citizenship. So he wants to have citizenship in both the U.S. and Ghana, which I definitely recommend for anybody that's coming to Ghana. If you could get dual citizenship, by all means, do it. Do it. because you need to make your money in the States and you need to bring it back home. So if you have that opportunity to do that, do it. That's my advice. So when life gets a life in, you still have to be able to support each other. You have to be able to get each other on the right path. You have to be able to be like, okay, well, I know this is going on, but come on, babe, let's go. Y'all got to be cheerleaders for each other. Did I say sir? Oh, I'm sorry. It's a lady. I don't know if I said, did I say sir? Okay, I don't know. But anyway, I'm sorry. My sister. If you can get dual citizenship, do it. It's still my same advice. Do it. Absolutely. So that's going to be our topic of conversation tonight, babe. Do you want to join in? You want to kind of, just introduce yourself, let everybody know, hey, yeah, the babe of Just Blog, which is really not my name because my name is Melody, but we've been doing this channel together for over a year now, right? Everybody see your face,
All
babe.
right. I'm Kweku. I'm
Wait, cool.
Kweku, and yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Robert, and I've been with Just Black. That's baby girl right there. Always behind the scenes and
Mm-hmm.
doing like just helping the channel and helping
Mm-hmm.
it grow. But I've always been behind the scenes. Yeah. So
Exactly.
uh,
And we just thank you so much because y'all, when I tell you this man be handling the camera one moment, next minute he's trying to get a photograph, next moment he's trying to orchestrate, okay, where we gonna film next? To the next moment, he like, listen, let me help you out with editing, put this video in this place and switch this video and put it here. No, don't use that thumbnail. Make sure you go get this thumbnail. Like when I tell y'all, he is all around. He's truly all around. And babe, I just appreciate you so much. You're so amazing. What's going on? You reading comments? Why'd you just
no, I had
like
a call.
what's that?
I had a call.
Oh, because it made your screen go black.
Yeah, I had a call.
Well, did you answer it? Because your screen is black. We can't see you anymore. Hello? Hello? Anybody there? Hello? I don't know what happened, y'all. But maybe he clicked off. I don't know. But let me just pick right on off because we need to be as quick as possible because my phone is on 9%. And the charger that I have is not working. So I wanted to make sure that I got on here tonight because I want to stay. I feel like we're in a time where we have to stay consistent, right? So, and I've learned this from my mentor, my business partner, the most amazing priest that walks this earth, Osofu Bental. I don't know the rest, but he's amazing. Go follow his YouTube channel, Mekra. See what he's talking about because he's dropping jewels, knowledge, power, transforming minds out here in these streets. You name it, he's doing it. And okay, he's back. And we go live every Monday with a different topic, a different conversation. So don't miss tomorrow because we're going live tomorrow and we got amazing conversations. So you don't want to miss it.
Hello,
Hello, babe. What
am I
happened?
back?
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, I had a call, so
Oh,
there was some calls coming through. Yeah.
oh, okay. See, busy, 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 productively busy, should I say? So I just did a brief, commercial anyhow. But you're back now, and so I guess I should start by asking you the question of how do you feel you can keep your spouse motivated even in the midst of crazy things happening?
Crazy things happening as in
So just things happening in the universe. Maybe, for example, we could be together. You could lose your job today or tomorrow. I could lose my job today or tomorrow. Also, there's kids in the equation. So what happens when kids are stressing you out? You trying to help out with homework, but at the same time you might be tired because you don't had a crazy busy day doing whatever it is that you got to do to make money in this atmosphere. Just life gets to life, and so my question is, to you is when life gets to life in, how do you feel how do you feel you should still be able to motivate each other through that, so to be able to give me, you know tell me what I need to do to be my best self, even in the midst of craziness, right? So what do I need to do to be my best self, to still show up for these kids, still show up for you, still show up for all the business ventures we have going on, still show up for people who is relying on me. What do I need to do to still be able to show up as a person, even though life happens?
Um, okay, let me put it this way. I think first of all, we all have to realize that no matter first of all, you have to realize that no matter what, there are going to be problems. No matter what, you know, you're going to be all these problems happening, and that is one thing you have to put in mind that there are going to be problems,
Hmm.
irrespective of whatever is happening. There's definitely going to be problems, being it relationship, being it business wise. So
Hmm.
it has to be here that there are always going to be problems. That how are you going to solve it? You know,
Question. Yeah.
exactly. How are you going to solve it? Moment you realize that there are going to be problems, it's not going to be like a new thing to you.
Hmm.
You know, it's not going to be a new thing to you. Um, you just have to just sit, relax. First of all, relax and just talk about whatever situation it is, and from there you can actually know where you have to start from. But I still want to
Right.
know. I still want to know your question very well. Is it being relationship wise or what?
Yeah, well, we're speaking about relationships specifically only because, like, that's kind of what we're doing here. Like, we're in a relationship, and we're dropping jewels, we're dropping nuggets. We're letting people know, this is how your relationship has to flow, kind of. Because me personally, hello, hello, oh, BK in the building, hello. Me personally, I feel that when you're in a relationship, and this is why a lot of relationships don't last, or when you're in a marriage, the marriage is quickly heading towards the divorce, is because you're in this blissful state, right? So you're like, I just love him so much. Oh, I just love her so much. Everything's just so amazing. He's so great. She's so great. Oh, he just fills me up. She fills me up. Like, life is beautiful. Like, we all know it's all good in the beginning, right? That's how I like kind of saying in the States. It's like everything's all good in the beginning, always. Like, that's just the best person in life. You can't tell me nothing about this person. That person is like your perfect match. Like, that's who heaven created for me, was this person, until the bad start coming, right? Until you start seeing, like, you know what? I don't really like that so much. I don't really like that he snores. I don't really like, the fact that, he eats with his mouth open. I don't like the sound of when he chews. Like, why are you even putting your sneaker on like that? Like, do you really have to tie your shoe like that? Like, literally, you start arguing about stupid things just like that. Why is your shoe on that way? You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Yeah,
can find the craziest, most dumbest things to
yeah,
argue about when you
and
get
that
to.
is and that is why I'm saying that before you even enter into any relationship, you should
Mhm.
always know that first of all, nobody's perfect. Nobody, every like no one is perfect, and first of all, you have to know that um, there are always going to be problems. You know, so what problem are you going to take?
Mhm.
That is my own my own
Mhm.
way of doing things. Whatever, like what can you tolerate? you know
Right.
can I tolerate this or that? you know
Mhm.
can I cope with this? Can I cope with that?
Mhm.
you know
Mhm.
everybody has its own problems. Somebody, or you can say, maybe the person snores, or what. Can you tolerate that?
Right.
And that is why, first of all, before you enter into any relationship, this mindset, you know that everybody is not perfect.
Mhm.
You can be with this person today, and move on to the next person, and it's going to be like, this person is not like what I actually I actually thought of, like, I actually thought he's going to be, you get me, move to the next person, and it's going to be like that, like that. So what do you have, what I like, what I'm actually, you know, saying is that, the mindset should know that, okay, this is the person I want to be with.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Can I tolerate this from here? Can I tolerate this from him?
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Because
Mm-hmm.
no matter what, there's going to be problems.
Oh
So
yeah.
if you realize that there are going to be problems, there are certain things that is not going to be a new thing to you.
Mm-hmm.
You get me?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So these are few things that to me, that is me. I don't know what people think out there. So anything you think out there, you can actually hit it up on the comment. But
Yeah.
personally, that's what I think, because I know that not everybody is perfect. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
You
Oh,
get me? What
yeah,
you can cope with. You
exactly.
get me? Me
Mm-hmm.
personally, I can't cope with. If you are disrespectful, I don't think I can cope with you.
Mm-hmm.
You get
Mm-hmm.
me? Maybe I can cope with certain things that I feel like, okay, it's cool, I can handle it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
Mm-hmm.
when you are being disrespectful as a lady and all that, I don't cope with that, and I don't think any African man is going to cope with that.
So when you
You
say
know,
respect, when you speak of respect, what do you mean? Do you mean in terms of if we're in public, I need to, not argue very loud with you and make the world know that I have an issue at this moment? Like, what is your definition of respect when you
when
speak?
I say respect is like, even in like arguments, as in you can never argue in public. You can do that.
Mm-hmm.
If you have something to say, if there's something that that is a problem, the
Yeah.
right thing is to just get home, you sit your man down, then you talk about it.
Right.
Because entering into that relationship, you should know that no matter what, there are going to be problems. So
Right.
when one of these problems pop up, like, all this, hey, yeah, yeah, blah 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 is happening, you know, you cool down. First of all, you have to know that, if you want that relationship,
Mm-hmm.
you go home, then everybody sit down, then we talk about it,
Right. And
then we move on.
right for no.
Because relationship and marriage is, I think, is a different. If you're not ready for it, you're not ready for it. It's a different thing.
Yeah.
That
You
is what
said,
I believe.
okay, so you said relationship and marriage are two different things.
It's like, me, I take it as one. Relationship, marriage, whether in a relationship or when you are married, it's still the same thing to
Yeah.
me.
I mean, I feel that way too, especially if you're living together.
Exactly, it's still the same thing. But at the end of the day, if like, each other very well, and there are certain things that, like you were saying, that there's going to be like like arguments here and there. You should know that in public is not the right place to say certain things.
Right.
You relax, you know even if you are so angry, just take your time, get home, right, sit down and talk about it. You can just make all that noise. You
Mm-hmm.
can just be in the house and make all that noise. Hey, blah blah. This, that. It is in the house. Nobody knows about it. It's between you and your guy.
Right. So
You get me?
Kay said single till married. How many other people feel that way? I'm just cracking up. I'm laughing so hard. Single till married. I mean, a lot of people have that perception. Like, it's no ring, so who are you to tell me? Never stop dating. Okay, BK says he agrees. Never stop dating. So I guess not everybody has your mentality, babe. Single. I mean, married. Even in relationship. But I think that's why we so perfect, because I feel the exact same way. Like, no, if we in this thing, I don't care if I'm investing 2, 3, 5 years with you. Oh, that's damn near marriage. That's damn near marriage. Don't play with me. Don't tell me you single and we supposed to be, unless we have that understanding, like, listen, we not, getting serious. We're just trying to feel things out. But other than that, no, if I'm investing my time in you and I'm cooking you food and I'm doing your laundry and I'm catering to your needs and I care about how you feel and how you think, how your day is going, Oh no, that's damn near marriage. Okay. The end. So, but I get it. I mean, I hear that saying a lot, that like if you're not married and you're just, like in a relationship with somebody, that you should definitely explore your options. And I can understand the logic in that, because you never know who your husband or your wife is in this universe. And why you wasting your time with somebody that you think might be the one? What if they ain't? I done that too. What if you spend your 5 plus 7 plus years and on with a person, and that's not who you're supposed to be with? So I kind of agree that, it's important to date even when you're in a relationship. But at the same time, when you're on a spiritual journey and it's confirmed that this person is for you, and y'all have both equally have the idea and the mindset that, listen, we're working towards something. No, don't play around with that, because at the same time, while you playing around in these streets, you might miss your blessing. You might miss your husband. You might miss your wife. So it's all about being in tune with yourself, knowing what you're looking for, and knowing what you're looking for when it comes to you. So that you can know, all right, I need to stop playing games in these streets. Let me stop dating around. This is the person, the man, the woman that's for me.
But you know what? The situation, this thing, I think right now relationship are not actually real, so everybody is afraid to get into marriage, and
Hmm.
they are afraid to commit because of the whole whatever there's a lot happening, trust me.
Yeah, it is. It is a
There's
lot.
a lot happening, so I don't blame anybody who, they prefer to be single, and trust me, they know what they are saying.
No, they don't prefer
Because
to
of
be. They prefer to be dealing with someone, but still in your mind, okay, I'm single. I'm with you, but we're not really like that because we're not married yet. So I'm not taking you seriously. Is what they.
but moment you start with somebody to be for some time, I believe that if you know her very well, you know him very well, though things might change, you get me.
Yeah.
You finally you put a ring on the finger, and everything is has changed totally. And that is why I was saying earlier, you get me. I was saying earlier that you know going into something, you should know that anything like something like this is going to happen.
Hmm.
So just in case it happens, you're actually not not
Taking it back.
surprised about
Right.
whatever is happening. You get me?
Exactly.
So what are you ready to deal with?
Right.
You get me? Am I ready to deal with this attitude? Am I ready to deal with this with and her nagging? Am I ready to deal with her naughty self? Am I ready to do with all that?
Hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
So it
Exactly.
all starts from the mindset.
Hmm.
I'm going into this. Anything gonna happen. But when it happens, I believe that I have to sit down with my wife, my girlfriend, whoever, and talk about this to make it happen.
Exactly.
You get
Exactly.
me? But
Yeah.
before you do that, you should know the person you are with.
Hmm.
Can
Very
you
important.
cope with this? Because everybody, I have my own, I have my own, I have my own thing I do that might not suit you, right? And
Hmm.
there are certain things I know that you do certain things that yeah, like I know, blah, 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 blah. I know it. But at the
Hmm.
end of the day, can you cope with that
Exactly.
for a very long time?
Exactly. That's the question.
You know, and have you guys sat down to talk about it?
Hmm.
That is my own personal stuff.
Exactly.
You get me?
Hmm.
That's my own personal stuff. But
Hmm.
I'll just leave the people in the house also join the comments and let's talk about this. That's my
Yes.
own personal stuff.
Well,
And
we have almost 40 minutes. My phone is on 1%. It is sadly about to die because I don't have a working charger where I am at the moment. So,
but
uh,
trust me, you know something. There are people that have been into marriages and then they are not happy. You
exactly.
get me? And there are people that have been in relationship, not marriage. They
Hmm.
are in a like boyfriend girlfriend thing that they are like, they know more experience. They are more like they are more experienced. Are we here?